Hello, welcome back. You recall last time we got together, we talked about the business plan, and the business plan really is about getting a target so you actually can aim at something. Today I want to actually extrapolate a little bit from that thought. In a business plan, or even when you're planning in terms of a service offering or a product, what you want to do is concern yourself with something called a business model. Now, a business model is really just the modeling, how we think, mental model about business. That's where the term business model comes from. And what I'd like you to do is lever, again, this notion of growth, a growth margin, and then a timeline. And there's three things I want you to consider that you will need to have what I'll call a mature, fully developed business. And the first part of that, and I'm going to represent it with a line here, is over a period of time, and it's following a similar logic over here, but it's the planned logic, so therefore it's not all squiggly, it's nice and smooth lines. This part here this is where you are right now in terms of revenue, and the objective is to grow that fairly solidly, but also incrementally in a planned way, so it's kind of humming along. We call this part of the business the steady part of our business. So that's category one. You got to have a steady part of your business. You have to have an annuity, something that's coming in, it's paying the bills, and what you want to have is you want to have your break even. It's going to be over here or over here. In a lot of cases, you're actually not making enough from the steady to be able to go and break even, but you also want to provide for the fact that you've got something that you can bank on. So that's the first order of business. The second order of business is a little bit more up and down, as I mentioned over here, and we're going to call this the variable part of your business. So that's the second component. Once you've got steady humming, you've got variable on top of that. So this is something like projects. Projects will come in and you have none. But if you actually go and you have either none or you have a little one, so the line goes even way below that, you still have the steady that will actually pick up your business. And then the last component, the number 3 over here, is the new. Steady, variable, and new. So this would be a business model. Actually, a very good business model if you've got those 3 happening. And I want to actually stress the fact that when you start into business, it's likely that what you're doing is you're over here on the new. And the very first order of business is to get something from the new. And over here, you're not really making any money. You're experimenting and investing. You want to make sure that you get some kind of a variable project. And then eventually you turn that variable project into a steady annuity service or product. So that you can kind of, what we said is you can do it in your sleep, or I think what we used to say is you can do it when you're kind of half dead or maybe entirely dead, because it just hums along without you. And then on top of that, you stack your variable, and you've always got the next phase being the new, and you're always feeding that.